Toy fans, Kyle here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Seiza blaster from Uchu Sentai Kyuranger. This is, of course, the main morpher used by the 9 Kyurangers in the show. So here we have the Seiza blaster out of the packaging, and I didn't even show you the packaging, so technically, who cares? First, we're going to take just a quick look at the Kyutama itself. It is literally the same exact thing as the one that comes with the Megazord, though I am surely convinced that the one that comes with the Morpher is a single shade lighter than the one that comes with the Megazord. If you just look at the red, it might be impossible to tell in the camera, but the reds, the one in the Morpher just seems a tad bit lighter, and because of that, Shishi himself is a bit more lighter and more pronounced and easier to see. Apart from that, the only other difference is the bottom is black, done in black plastic, and that's basically it. So we can take these, put these to the side for now, and look at the Morpher itself. Here it is. Obviously, the theme is stars and constellations. If that's not obvious to you with just looking at it, then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We can see around the Morpher, it's got sort of a little constellation or a little solar system happening, and you've got green metallic planets kind of detailed throughout, and you've got the main star right there, which is where you stick the Kyutama, and you make LED lights happen right in there in this cool little shiny window mirror thingy dingy. Throughout the side, you've got a lot of really nice silver paint detail. You've got this metallic orange tip to the gun, and nice little gun detail. They usually don't go this far out for it, but I really like the way the blaster barrel looks. And one more little tube right there. The speaker where you're going to get all your sounds is just hidden right in there. You can kind of see it just a little bit. And not too much happening on the underside. Obviously, it's a brace. It is a half gun, half brace, which does make this kind of unique. And that when you wanted to switch through each mode, you just take it, and when you're in brace mode, you lift this up, and it becomes like a little spoiler thingy. When you're ready for gun mode, you take it and just fold that down and shoot at people or bad guys. Though the handle is a bit wee small, I would say it's a little small even for most kids, as I can barely get like a finger on it. That and the brace does get in the way a bit. So if you're using this as a gun for roleplay purposes, I'd highly recommend taking the brace off. For a quick size comparison, something that I like to do when I get a new Morpher is compare it with all the other Morphers. So, we're just going to set this down. Here it is next to the Duro Changer, the Gabu Revolver, and the American Dino Charge Morpher. And for scale, it's actually closer to the American Dino Charge Morpher than it is the Gabu Revolver. The Tokyo Brace, the Kakuri Hengen, Japanese Morpher thingy, I don't remember what it's called, and the American thingy, the Mobirates, the Gokai Silver Morpher, the Buster Brace, and I do have to say, these look amazing together. The Tensoder, or the Megaforce Morpher. And last, but certainly not least, the Morpher I am most looking forward to being adapted into American Power Rangers. The one, the only, Burger Morpher. I cannot wait for Bandai America to translate this into Power Rangers Ninja Steel. You just take it, woo! Yeehaw! Woo! Yeehaw! Star Ninja! Star Ninja! Yow! Hang on one second. I got another call right now. Hello? Yes it is? What do you mean, did I hear the news? They're not adapting the Burger Morpher? What do you mean? What are they gonna... Are you serious? Are you... Sorry. I overreacted just a little bit. Coming back to this guy right here. He comes with lights and sounds, and there is a little button right there. And when you take it, you turn it on. And then you turn it on. And now, right off of the bat, you can start shooting people, or blasters, or monsters, or villains, with either the gun mode or the brace mode. And it's actually really quite cool that both of them have different sounds. So whether you push this button, which does sort of the same thing as this button, except when you're shooting, it makes a different sound versus this one. So that's really cool. Apart from that, all the other functions, both of these buttons are going to play the same sounds, activate the same things, and do all that fun stuff. And you can see the LED right there. Now, I wish the actual LED component was recessed just a tiny bit further back, but I understand why it's sticking out just a bit because of this whole moving mechanism right here. But being able to see the actual LED light that's sticking out like that kind of distracts from it. In my opinion, it would have been cool if they could have maybe put two little LEDs, pointed one that way, I don't know. Yeah. And you get some really nice tech detail right there in the window itself. So all that's left to do is to take the Kyutama. Right here, we've got Shishi. Shishi is the only Kyutama that actually comes included with the morpher. We're going to take it, we're going to stick it in. Now, when you stick it in, it's kind of a little bit more difficult than I think it should be, because there are two actual locking mechanisms, one on the front and one on the back. So when you stick it in, you have to make sure that it locks in both, and because the whole rocking gimmick, it kind of wants to fight against you when you're doing it. So you have to take it, and you really have to stick it in hard like that until you hear 2 clicks. And then it'll, of course, read it, but since I was talking, you know, we're going to do it again. So we're going to take it and jab it in there, wait for 2 clicks for it to lock on both sides. And now it's going to play this sort of ready standby sound. And now you're ready to do crazy fun things. So, we can push it forward again. And now we're ready to change. And now we have transformed, we have done the star change! And we are the red Shishi Kyuranger. And I love the sounds on this thing. They are just super, like, spacey. I love the kind of the retro, almost very early NES sounds. I'm pushing buttons. So whenever you push this down, this button is always going to push. Kind of a minor design flaw, but not a major one. Anyway, so now we're going to call the Shishi Voyager, or Voyager, which is actually the Shishi Voyager with a V, and we're going to summon him. And now the Shishi Voyager is here to assist us and do all that fun stuff. Next we're going to do the attack. We're going to get the same standby sound. Now there's 2 modes in the attack one. When you actually push back twice, you get the Galaxy mode. So... And that's a lot of fun. I like that. And then all that's left to do is to form Kyuranger. So to do that, we're just going to take this and push it downwards. We're going to get the same standby sound. And we're going to get another kind of standby sound, but we have space sounds going on, and we can actually push the joystick. In any which direction, and it's like we're walking, it's making the stomp sounds of the Megazord, which is really cool. And to get out of this mode, we're just going to push the trigger or that button and get out of it. And now we're back into standby mode. It definitely has a very interesting look to it. I like the dual gun wrist brace. Even though it doesn't fit around my man-child weeaboo arms, it still is a cool gimmick. I think in terms of the reader, it doesn't do anything too spectacular, but it is, you know, there. It's fun. And yeah, if you like Kyuranger, definitely pick it up. This can move like that. Definitely pick it up. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just go through, cycle the sounds that I missed in the Megazord review, Kyuranger, and we're going to listen to the sounds from each of the individual Kyurens, or whatever they're called. Voyagers? Kyurens. Oh my god. You know you've had a long day when you say stuff like that. This is the wolf, Voyager, so we're going to listen to it. Or the Okami.
Seiza, change! Okami! Seiza, go! Okami Boiser! Seiza, attack! Chameleon Q-Tama! Seiza, change! Seiza, go! Chameleon Boiser! Seiza, attack!
And I like that each one actually has their own individual attack sound. I think that's kind of cool.
Q-Tama! Seiza, change! Seiza, go! Boiser! Seiza, attack! Kazuki Q-Tama! Seiza, change! Seiza, go! Kazuki Boiser! Seiza, attack!
Now I noticed one small kind of glitch. Whenever you take this button and hold it down, it plays this weird sound. And then it ends. I'm not sure what that's about, but maybe it might be a hint into something in the future. Maybe there's some other sort of aspect about this morpher that we don't know yet. I don't know what that means. It could mean anything. Anyway, that does it for this review, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check back for more Kyuranger reviews in the future. And I'm going to turn this off. Pretty good in terms of hearing sounds. I don't think I need to hear anymore. Check back. We're going to take a look at this in my next video. So we're going to look at some new Q-Tamas. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like. Let me know how you thought of this video. Do you like this morpher at all? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next video.